Happy Friday. It's a very special day today, December 12th, 25. The last 12/12 for this year and the only one. Alrighty. Hello and welcome. Good to have you everyone here. Thanks for joining me. This is an hour-long live session. The first half is for a general topic. I'm speaking on the topic of generational cycles and more different specific patterns that I see in my practice. I'm sharing those with you because it's very important to share real examples, not just to speak fluff. I'm Diana Oskov. I'm a rapid transformational therapist, a life coach, and clinical hypnotherapist. I specialize in generational cycles. What this means is, in my practice, I combine rapid transformational therapy with life coaching, and this duo helps me get. Hello, Sandy. Good to see you here. This duo really gets me to help me to get very fast with clients to the root cause of the issue, and then help you navigate your life not from the reactive part of survival, but allowing you to live your life in a free environment where we're not acting and reacting from fight, flight, or freeze situation, but actually living our lives. I had a lot of different specific topics for today, but I really want to reflect of this week what the cases that I work in my practice, because it's very fascinating to see how with the uprising holidays, the upcoming holidays, the uprising issues are kind of changing a little bit. So last week we spoke about triggers, and triggers, especially around the holidays, are a big thing. This week I want to speak about different scripts that are running in your head and people pleasing. And those two topics are extremely powerful and very, very important in order to notice what actually is going on in your computer system. I became aware of how traumatized my mom was when I did a mother wounds course. Great. Yes. So I have said this many times. We operate based on where we are in life and how much we know, based on our experiences. Most of this knowledge we inherit from our parents and grandparents and the society in general. Everything is shaped by the society as well. When our parents are unable to deliver something, it's not because they don't want to deliver it to us. They don't know how to. And many times, especially in the older generation, it's something that we don't talk about it because it's forbidden, because it's dangerous, because it's vulnerable. And many of those people just try to hold it into themselves and pretend that if they don't talk about it, it's okay, life is okay. But it's not. Actually, the struggle is bigger when you don't talk about it, because you hold it in yourself, and this sometimes small issue that is the size of the ant sometimes become the elephant in the room. And if we don't address that elephant, with the time, our mind, our visionary ability to create, make it bigger and bigger and bigger. The sooner we start talking, the easier it's to overcome it. I recently heard a Japanese legend that say, the sooner, if you get on the wrong train, get off of the nearest station. The longer you stay, the more expensive your return become. And this is not just for the trains. This is in life as well. If you're in the wrong path with the wrong people, the sooner you're able to wake up and see it, the easier it will be for you to recover. But the longer you hold into belief, the longer that belief will hold you back from where you're supposed to be. Hello, Lorette. Good to see you here. Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. Great. You fell asleep during the meditation. That's awesome. This is very good. This means that you allow your body to really emerge into the meditation. And one important thing when it comes to situations like this, people often worry that they fell asleep. It's okay. This is sign that you are able to let go. You're able to let go your conscious mind and allow your body to relax. Also, most of the meditations and visualizations and hypno recording and all of those different listening options that we have today, they're meant for your subconscious mind. They're not meant for your conscious mind. And when you fall asleep, you're allowing your mind to still work. Your conscious mind is asleep, but your subconscious mind is listening. And those recordings are still working. So don't worry about it if you fell asleep. I do use recordings in my work. All of my clients supposed to listen to a recording after the main work. And they often worry that they fell asleep. That's okay. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. The recording is still working. The main idea is still delivering to your subconscious mind, and that's okay. It's powerful because our minds are wild, and once we visualize everything, those pictures are so powerful and they deliver. So good for you. Oh, thank you so much. It's so great to hear that. All right. So today, let me make sure that the other chat is good as well, because I'm trying to have this also on YouTube Live so I can have the recording for those of you who are in different time zones. And today, especially, it's a different time for me. So it's important for my regular people to have the recording, to go back to it and listen and enjoy it at your own time. I tried to find your other platform and I couldn't. Okay, so it's on YouTube, and the name of the channel is Revealed Mind. This is what my business is called. And if you go on Insight Timer to my front page, at the bottom in my biography, you will see the revealedmind.com, my website. Saying this, I also want to mention, still couldn't find it. All right. So what I will suggest, since I cannot really post it here, let me try it. I will suggest that you go to my let's see. You can go to my YouTube, my Facebook or Instagram, Revealed Mind again, and you can try to connect from there. I'll be posting the link from today's recording. So let's see if this will allow me to. Nope, it's not allowing me to share it. All right, so let's try this thing. Oops. Yeah, with the nope. Interesting. Oh, good to know. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Nope, it's not allowing me to even post the name. Interesting. Oh, that's okay. It's a revealed mind. It's REVEAEDMIND. Revealed mind. Just like what we're doing. Yeah, cyber policy. A lot of policies. That's okay. No worries. It's not a big deal. It's revealed mind. Just like you're revealed what it's in your mind once you start working with me. So this is where the all right. Okay, I will be posting this today in my YouTube, in my Facebook page or Instagram page, and you can follow from there. I'll also will make sure that the YouTube link to my page is available on my website as well, so you can get from there. I think it should be, but I'll make sure that this is available as well. Alrighty. Today's topic. Time is flying very fast today. Today's topic, let's talk about people pleasing. I have very interesting case this week about people pleasing, and I have very interesting case about the stories that we are running in our lives. And it's very fascinating to see that sometimes when we are part of the story, it's very hard to recognize. It's very hard to see it. But once the clients start explaining it to me, the pattern, I usually do, let me rewind a little bit. I usually do a mapping call. In this mapping call, once I start working with clients, I kind of use it to get to know them, to establish a little bit more information about their life, and then to figure out where they want to go next. What is the goal that we're focusing on in this work? And in general, in this mapping call, we make a map, how we're gonna move and what we're gonna achieve. Of course, with the work, this is all, I keep this very flexible because we evolve. And sometimes, because rapid transformational therapy works very fast, people goals change very rapidly. So I keep this very open, but we have a map that navigates our end goal. And sometimes it's just like with the navigation system. It changed. If you turn to the, it shows you this route, but if you decide to turn left instead of turn right, it will recalculate and it's still going to get you there. It's exactly the same thing that I do in my work, because it's important to be flexible, to stay flexible, and to change the situation as the people change. So in that mapping call, that person gave me a lot of information on their background overall. We're not talking about details. It's like, I don't need to know more details about you. I need to know overall picture of your life. And it once we start working into the session and those patterns start to surface up, it was absolutely fascinating to see those patterns that they mentioned in the mapping call completely repeating in their life as well. Not only that, before the session, they started with a story that explained the situation at the moment, which was exactly the same pattern repeating from the before. So we work in that session. And sometimes, as I said, it's hard to see it because you're in it. You're a part of it. You're a main character there. How the situation was resolved is, we go to usually 3 scenes. In those 3 scenes, they're different, but they're repeating exactly the same pattern. And once you start seeing it, sometimes you don't make the connection right away. Sometimes you need time. But the magical question here is how those situations from your past are related to your life right now. And many times I see it right away because it's just like watching a movie. Sometimes the characters are so involved into the scene that they don't quite see everything. But you, as a side person watching the movie, you see it right away. And sometimes many movies in many movies it's very predictable what is going to happen, but this is what we know. The characters in the movie doesn't really know what's going to happen yet. So when we connect, I see it right away. But the important part here is for me to provide you with safe environment and to navigate you through your own realization. It's not about me telling you what was happening. So I really allow my clients to get to the bottom of it, to get to the connection of it on its own. Once they get to there, it's the change. It's immediate because you gain this realization of it's pretty much like awakening. You realize what exactly was happening in your mind, and it's like realizing you have been playing small, you have been playing silly, you have been playing a role that it's not even yours. And then the scripts start to change. So it's very important to pay attention to those patterns. It's very important to see what exactly is happening in your life. And that's why another thing that I really want to bring from this week is the scripts that we're playing in our mind. Like once you see it, you can unsee it. Absolutely, yes, and it becomes so vivid in front of you that it's just crazy. Do you use narrative therapy? No, I use rapid transformational therapy, which which use regression, and in this regression, we go deep enough for you to pass your conscious mind, but you're still talking to me just like we're speaking right now, just your eyes are closed, and then you remember every single word for this from this session. That's important because you need to bring that understanding back to your present in order to start moving forward. So the hypnosis that I use is light but deep enough to get to your subconscious level, because the main part here is accessing your black box and seeing what you have stored in those folders that is affecting your life today. That's the main goal. It's not about putting you in a absolute deep hypnosis where you wake up and you don't remember anything. No, this is not my part of the work. I work on a very light level because this is where the main change is coming. Yes, that is Marissa Peer. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And with that, we have a bunch of different tools that are important part to bring the different parts of this. We work with the inner child. We work with somatic experiences that are stuck to your body, because you have to release those as well. You can't just rewrite the script in your mind. You have to release from your body as well. Body and mind, they're together. We can't just treat one without another. Both together, always, in order to achieve the results that we are looking for. All righty, let me make sure that, all right, we're good. Perfect. So the scripts that we are running in our life. So let me put you in a specific situation. Imagine one day you're waking up and you have this immediate realization that your entire life has been pre-written but by the expectations and not aspiration of yourself. Those expectations come from other people. Imagine just your career that you have chosen, it's not really yours. Imagine the relationship that you're in, they're completely based on what you were told love should be. Often we learn from our parents about love, what love looks like and what love should be in our life. And even sometimes I see people with their goals, they're not their own goals. They're echoing somebody else's voice. So in general in life, it feels like we have been handed that script, and often without even realizing it, that this script is not ours. It's not our choice. It's somebody else's desires. It's somebody else's ideas for our happiness and what this is gonna look like. So those things are very important to understand, to realize, and to able to rewrite this old script on your subconscious level. It's extremely powerful. It's just rewriting. It feels like you're rewriting your own narrative. And you can finally, once you're able to do this, you can finally go back to who you are, your authentic self, and really fulfill that life. It's absolutely fascinating to see this in my life, in my work, and to see people's lives is changing every single day. So unfortunately, there's a truth with this that comes, and most people think that uh, once you what you were taught once is the way how you're supposed to live. No, it's not. The society, the social media, the family, even your friends, they all have been handing a piece of themselves, of their own script to you. So what exactly is running in your mind? What are the stories you're telling yourself that are running on repeat very often? I often see people who say, oh, success looks like this, or a good life includes those things. I have to have a car, a house, a wife. I also see people who stay in marriage because they have been told that the marriage, it's important. It's important to, no matter what happened, to keep it together, to have the house, to have the promotion, to have the stability. Often that's not true. You absorb all of this, and that becomes your own new reality. And the main thing here, it's not, this is all happening not because you're weak, but because it's part of what we do, part of who we are as humans. We follow, and there's nothing wrong with this, but we have to follow with connection to ourselves and understanding of our own being, because often many of us exist on autopilot. We just follow the crowd without actually checking with our body, with ourselves, if this really resonates with you. Is this really true to us? We learn by watching, by listening, by fitting in. So I have a question here. If no one is watching you, what how to phrase this? If no one is watching you, if there's no Instagram, no family, no society, no friends, what would you actually pursue? What would you actually look like? Take a second and really ask yourself. If no one is watching, what would you actually pursue? What would you allow yourself to do that you are not allowing yourself to do now? Because the gap between what you're doing and what you do if no one is watching, right there is that authentic life that it's hidden from you. And once you're able to uncover that part, then the magic is starting to happen. It's absolutely magical what exactly is happening. Art and music or science? Yep, absolutely. So often people ask me, how do you identify those inherited scripts? And the simplest thing maybe that I can suggest is start by listening of all those should have, could have, would have sentences that start with. Because once you start listening, you will hear it. I should have wanted kids. I should have stayed in that stable job. I should have been grateful for what I have. I should have bought this car. I should have made that step. I should have met that person. I should have been more courageous to ask that girl out. All of those should have, could have, would have are what I call them red flags. Those are the clues that you're living by somebody else's rules. Because many times those expectations are not yours and they're not aligning with yourself. Keep in mind that generational cycles and patterns are everywhere. And more specifically, look closer in your family. If your parents worked a corporate job, you assume that stability. If your family value marriage above all, this means that you should force a relationship, and even if you don't fit in. If money was struggle when you were growing up, so it's normal for you to still struggle. Either way, this is not how you have your relationship with life, with job, with money. So think about it. I really wanna wake you up today and really allow you to ask yourself those questions and see how many patterns you can find. If you can see those repeating stories that your mind is running, and see if there's a part of yourself that no one have been talking about. And once you start acknowledging this, it's deeply uncomfortable. But if you get to that uncomfortable level, it means that you're admitting to yourself that those patterns are the ones that you have been identifying yourself with. And a big part of this is they're actually not yours. Think about it. That career you built, maybe it's built on somebody else's expectations. Maybe it's built because you wanted your parents to be proud of you. That dream life you're chasing, maybe somebody else's dream. I went to school for my parents. I did my back home in Bulgaria, we have a specialty degrees from high school. So once you finish high school with specialty degree, you can directly enter the workforce. So I did that specialty degree for my dad. Then I did my bachelor and master's for my mom because I didn't know better that time. And this is what they were expecting from me. So I was delivering. The sad part here is that no matter what I did, how far I got, it was never enough. It was never enough. And I work hard. I start succeeding when I start listening to myself. And it was hard. I'm extremely lucky to have my husband next to me, who is my biggest supporter. And he was able to push me in that direction because I was always fascinating of human behavior. I was fascinating to move to the States without knowing English. And before I learned to speak English, I learned to read a human's body. People were speaking to me through their bodies. And it's fascinating. And once you put the two together, the body and the speech, then the whole picture is it's complete. NLP, yes. Many colleges are now introducing indoctrinating and not allowing real exploration. Yes, and that's sad, because life is not just paper, and life is so much more. It's experience, and every single field out there, it's experience. So once we had kids, we did talk about what we want to do with them, how we want to approach the school systems and everything that is happening, how we can make them better humans one day. We the way how we parent is we parent our kids from, we want them to be book smart and street smart, and the school provides a portion of it. We don't expect the school to make them humans to behave. We send them to school to learn as much as they can learn, and to learn some skills of communication, of behaving with others, of thriving and surviving. But then the bigger portion of learning, it comes from the family, it comes from the side of supporting them in their interest and what they, in every certain moment, what they're curious to learn about. And once we start supporting that part, then the learnings, it's extremely easy. And curiosity, when you feed the curiosity grow bigger. So this is how we navigate in our family, coaches and peers. Yes, and we are coaches and peers in our family. I'm not my friend, my kid's best friend. I'm their parent, but at the same time, I'm not just the authority. I'm the one learning from them as well, because it's a two-way street. And it's surprising how much we can learn from our kids if we allow them to teach us. And also that brings us to more humane part, to showing them that we're humans too. We make mistakes, and it's okay to recognize those mistakes and say it out loud. So what are the scripts in your head? And are those scripts yours, or they're somebody else's scripts? I also want to give you a few strategies that I use in my practice, how to find the scripts, if you're struggling to navigate and find them, how to do this. So ask yourself, it's a lot of questions, but this is how this work is done. You have to be a detective and ask questions. So sit with yourself and see how you're feeling. Are you feeling unfulfilled? What is your life looks like? Does it look great on paper, but is very much unfulfilled in what you're doing every day, how you're showing up? How do you feel about your job, your relationships, the people around you, and what those people are saying about you, what you want? And sometimes people see what they want to see, what they see based on their perspective. But if you are able to see it, what exactly is missing? Do you feel like something is missing and you cannot explain why? If so, this is a sign. Very often it's imposter syndrome. Very often. I pretty much think that there's no human on this planet without imposter syndrome. And it's It's strong. It won't leave you alone. It's just attached to yourself in different positions, and it shows up in different situations. It just showing up, and every time when you're exceeding external markers for success, for life, for love, but at the same time, on the inside, you feel empty, unsuccessful, unloved, unfulfilled. Because if you look deep into yourself, you will find out that's not really you. Those are the expectations of somebody else's. I see also people who are having trouble sleeping. One of the main trouble sleeping is because we're exhausted of trying to fit in life and expectations that are not ours. And sometimes this is very misleading life. You're not true to yourself, so you're draining emotionally and physically and energetically, and your body just unable to have this rest because you're living someone else's script. Even if your mind is trying to convince you that that's not the truth, that you haven't caught up yet, and that's the reason why you're struggling. So pause for a moment and really look into the stories in your head. See what is there that you need to dig deep to find more. And if all of this resonates with you, I really want you to know that you're not broken. You're just finally ready to realize that you have been living somebody else's life, and you're finally ready to rewrite your own story. Because we're all our own authors. We are all writing our own story every single day. The question is, are you allowing yourself to write your own script? And if so, how would you actually rewrite your script? That's the next question, the next step. In order to start this, to start writing your script, you have to be absolutely brutally honest with yourself. You don't need to sugarcoat anything. You have to be brutally honest. So grab a journal or whatever works for you. Journal, I will highly recommend, because there's a magic of this information coming from our mind, going through our hand and through the pen and on the paper, that you need to see. Sometimes you need to see it in writing in order to see it. You know it, but once you start writing, things change. And write down what are the things that you never say out loud. Be honest with yourself. It hurts. Think about what are those things that you supposed to think you are. And start flipping them over. Start rewriting your own script. And think if you can design your life from zero judgment, what would you like? What would your life look like? Judgment is absolutely draining our ability to believe in ourselves. The moment we start judging, everything goes down the drain. But if you're able to rewrite your story without judgment, it's going to be a very different story. And don't censor yourself. It is between you and the page. And nobody else will read that page. You can, after you write it, you can burn it. You can let go. Or you can save it and read it often, because it's gonna push you to think and to question yourself of whose life you're living. I find so many people are afraid to show emotions or didn't allow themselves to feel. I think I'm too much for people generally, so I don't think I fit in society. I resonate with you, Lorette. I resonate with you. And don't worry about it. I'm sure you're fine. And it's hard. It's hard. And sometimes when I see people like this who don't have emotions or don't want to show their emotions, I meet them with love. I really feel empathy for them in a way that they're living in a shell. They're living in this shell that it's not allowing them to shine. And that's okay. We're all where we're supposed to be in life. For some people it takes much longer to awaken, and others are just fine cruising on autopilot there. And it's okay. It's very hurtful, at least for me, when those are people who are very close in my circle, even in my family. But I can't change other people. The only person I can change is me. And I do my best to empower people to see themselves for who they are, not for what society wants them to expect them to be. And the reality here, the truth is that you cannot really live your life to keep others feeling comfortable with you. It's a huge discomfort to start building boundaries when you didn't have boundaries before, or start putting yourself first when other people's want you to feed their expectations, their needs. But if you're able to do this, this is the moment when this magic start to happen. So I often suggest to clients who are in the beginning of starting boundaries to be gentle with people. You can simply say, I appreciate your input on your feedback, but this is my decision. This is my life, and I'm choosing to do it this way. You will be met with discomfort, but that's okay. If it's okay with you, they will adjust. They will adjust, but they need to change their expectations of you, and they will change your expectations of you once you have boundaries and speak up those boundaries. Allow them to see it, to embrace it. Hi, Peace. Good to see you too. Yes. So embrace that discomfort. Change is discomfort, and it's okay. You have been living in survival for too long. Now it's time to change. Welcome the discomfort, go through it, embrace it, and start living your authentic life. When you start living from authenticity, and it feels very weird at the beginning, but then the familiar doesn't mean wrong. It's something that it's mean new, something that you have to embrace in order to raise up yourself. And your subconscious is it's maybe seem weird to yourself. It's going to be weird to see with the new rising up, the new familiar. But even when the familiar is painful, and it's expecting to be different, but this is how we arise. And you will feel fear, you will feel discomfort, and people will ask you questions and will ask you to step back, to go back to who you are, to your old self, because they feel comfortable with you there. But if you're not, then it's time to change. And all of this, once you start feeling uncomfortable, it's not because you're doing something wrong. You have to embrace it. That's the pivotal moment that you have to embrace it. This is the sign for you that you're doing it right, and you have to keep on moving. It's hard. That's why I suggest you find somebody who do this with you, because you're not alone in this life. And this work is heavy, and you don't have to do it by yourself. Find somebody who can do this for you. I'm very grateful for everybody who chooses to work with me, because I really show up for them. And for me, it's very important for them to achieve their lives, their life goals. So here's how you can start living your own story, from your own script, not from someone else's. Start small. You don't have to just change your entire life tomorrow. Pick one area and start from there. And start honoring your truth. The moment you start honoring your truth, if you're able to start today, go for it. The sooner you start, the better it's going to be. It's just like with the Japanese legend. The sooner you get off the wrong train, the easier will be to go back. And if you stay for a longer time on the wrong train, that's okay. It's never too late. It's never too late to go back and find the right train. It's going to take you a while to go back because you travel too long, but that's okay. Maybe it's finally time to start saying no to the plans that other people have for you, and to start attending your own plans. Maybe you can start exploring something creative that has passion in you, that you have been ignoring for years. Or maybe just reaching out to that person, that conversation that you have been avoiding, and just go for it. Through the entire process, it's very important to build a support system that celebrates you. Not just your achievements, but who you are as a person. And surround yourself with people who care about your happiness, not just your resume and your achievements. Those are people hard to find, but they exist. I can assure you. A lot of people will fall off of the wagon once you start changing, start embracing yourself, because they will feel uncomfortable. People get mad because they want you to fulfill their expectations, and they don't want you to change. Once you start changing, they're like, oh, nope. Okay, bye. You're not meant to be on my route, and that's okay, because now I finally follow my heart, not yours. I don't want one day to pass away and to be one of those people with gazillion would have, should have, could have regrets. No, I don't have regrets. It's interesting. My daughter interviewed my husband the other night for some class for her school, and she asked him for regrets. And she was very surprised when he told her that he don't have regrets. He's like, I don't live with regrets anymore. But because she had to write something down, she's like, okay, you don't have regrets now any longer, but what regrets did you have in the past that you catch up with them? You have time. You're still here existing. You can go back and catch up with your regrets and fulfill them and erase them. Make them no longer regrets. Hello. Hi, Bodio. Hi, Amina. Good to see you guys. All right. I have been talking a lot today. Thank there will be not enough time, to be honest, for a good visualization. How about this? We can just continue to talk, and then I will suggest you listen to this recording of coping with the holiday triggers. It's spot on for the moment. And then you can go back to the recording from last week. It was very powerful recording, and you can listen to, just ground yourself, empower yourself, start this fire inside yourself that can move you forward and make those things that you want happen. You are enough. Yes, you are enough. That was very powerful visualization, and I was grateful to hear from so many of you feedbacks. That really means a lot to me. So embrace yourself and don't play shy when the change starts to happen. Because once this change starts to happen, once you start living for yourself, you will feel lighter. You will feel more alive. You will have more energy to show up in life every day. The anxiety that has been following you, it just simply will start to lift. The exhaustions will go away. It's kind of fading in the fog. The fog will start to clear. And one day you will wake up and you will realize that for first time in a very long time, you really feel like you. Because it's not about what other people have envisioned for you, what other people want you to fit in. It's about the real you, who you really are. One example that I always like to give here is the moment I allowed my natural hair to grow, natural color to grow, it was uncomfortable for so many people. I was absolutely sure what I want, but it was so uncomfortable for so many people around me. So many people came and offered me to pay for me to go to hairstylist and color my hair. It was strange, and I enjoy that change because, to be completely honest, if I knew that people have so much expectations and vision for how I should look, I should have changed that earlier so I can simply enjoy their opinions on me. And I embraced it. I embraced it, and I wear my gray hair with pride, and I love it. And if somebody don't, it's their problem. It's not mine. I feel great. I feel myself. I don't need to color my hair in order to feel great. No, I'm connected with myself. This is what makes me great. And I'm accepting who I am with full exception. This is what allows you to be free. This is what the new freedom is. And this is what coming home to yourself feels like. And I love it. I love it. I don't understand English, but I will be glad to listen to you. Oh, great, Amina. Don't worry about it. I didn't speak English 22 years ago. I just knew hi and bye and thank you when I moved to the States. And it was a moment of awakening. It's one of those moments that I took a time and reflect on my situation. And because my husband was at college at that time, he put me on a road trip we were living in Chicago, and he put me on a road trip to Boston and New York with 4 of his best friends. And it was very hard to not able to speak. It was just it was time for awakening, because when I like to communicate with people. I like to explore different conversations, different opinions, and just to listen to people. But when you're unable to speak, when you're muted, it's hard. It's very, very hard. So on that trip, there was a Russian guy, and during the communist regime back home, it was mandatory for us to learn Russian. It was the second language at school. So my Russian was very rustic, but at that moment of disempowering, this Russian language surfaced up, and he encouraged me a lot. He's like, I don't know how broken is your Russian, but we can, if you know it, you know it. It's like riding a bike. It comes back to you. So he helped me speak a little bit. My husband back then, my boyfriend, translated a lot for me. And then when we came back, I simply sat with myself without even understanding all of this that I'm doing right now. And I asked myself the question, what I will do next? Will I get the strength and embrace this discomfort? Because it's a huge discomfort. It's like, it's as big as the planet. Will I be able to embrace that discomfort and go to school and learn? Or I would choose the simpler route, get on the first plane and go back home. Oh, obviously, I choose the discomfort. And I went to school and I started learning. It wasn't easy when you start from the zero, but it's life. When you move to different country, you start from zero. So I started completely from zero. And that's okay. So embrace yourself, embrace who you are, and show up all this beauty to everybody, no matter if they meet you or they're in a different track. That's okay. It is what it is. We're all in the right place, in the right moment, and everything that is happening to us, it's happening because we have been creating it. So if what is happening to you you're not happy with, reflect on it and see what exactly, where this is coming from. What did you creating? What are you attracting? Why you're attracting that thing that you don't like in your life? Revisit the script in your head and see what is going on there. Try to find and figure out what is your true you and what is the you that other people projected on you. All right, let's see. Love you, people. Thank you for your hearts. Mind-blowing reaction. When one starts to do the what is truth to oneself. Thank you for sharing about growing out great hair. Yeah. I start embracing change, and I start embracing, I know that if I start embracing something within me and other people start reacting, that's good. I'm like, okay, I'm on the right direction. Somebody didn't like this. There's a reason for that, but that feels good for me. I'm going for it. And it's fuel, especially with the gray hair. It was fuel for me. The more people were offering me to pay for my hair color, the more I was sure that I made the right decision. Now I need to, what I think I need to do that more, move to a country where I don't know the language. It's a huge restart, Budil. It's a huge restart. It's not even flickering the lights. It's like, it's fascinating. It's very, very fascinating. It's a lot of discomfort. So if you like to embrace discomfort, go ahead and do it. I will suggest start small. You don't have to move to a different country to embrace discomfort, but start small. You really do share really nice stuff. Glad I joined here. Oh, thank you, Albert. Thank you, Albert. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. All right, I'm past my time. I want to share something else. Many of you reach out with a lot of feedback. I really, really appreciate your feedback. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you showing up here in those lives and supporting me and giving me opportunity to have this platform to bring this awareness to all of you. Many of you asked about my specific work field of work and how is the regression, what exactly the regression looks like and how it's happening. I have explained a little bit here and there in my live sessions. I want to invite you. This is something that I have been doing for a long time, but now I'm gonna spin a different way, and I want to invite you to a taste session, which is a 1 hour long, to exactly the session that I do in my practice for my clients. So those are now available for January, February, and March. They will be all 3 different topics. They'll be on taste of happiness, attracting love, and releasing money blocks. Those are all going to happen in 3 different months. They're magical. People love them. They're 1 hour long. They're paid session. They usually are $127. Right now, I'm scratching the $100, and it's just $27. Everybody who wants to join there, you can sign up through my website, revealedmind.com, and have this taste that many of you ask for it. And enjoy and see if this is something that resonate with you and that it's you in your field of growth and discovering yourself, or just show up for that one session and have fun. So that's now available for the local people here in Seattle. I'm continue to do in-person workshops as well. There's one already scheduled for next year, so that one is available as well. So a lot of new things to many other people, not new to me, but I'm just embracing the opportunity to bring this topic to life and speak more about those patterns, more about the stories that we are living in, because it's time to change those stories and really start living from a place of love and ease and abundance than fight or flight mode. So great to have you all here. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being part of this conversation today. I really wish you a magical day today. The portal is so strong, and it's time for us to exit this year and start the new one with love, with peace, and more abundance. I'm ready. Are you ready? All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend, and looking forward to seeing you next week. I'll be here on Wednesday for questions, and on Friday for our regular session. We'll do meditation next week, I promise. For those of you who show up late, you can go to my YouTube channel, Revealed Mind, and watch the replay for that session. And looking forward to see you next time. Bye-bye.